people. We just got a decent episode of Monday Night Raw, and I don't know how to feel. I mean, we got a new champion, some good promo work, a great rivalry, and a heel turn. But what's interesting is that I think AJ Styles actually likes it. It's somewhat of a fetish now. AJ Styles loves his cojones being crushed. Friendship explained. No, but to be honest, guys, I think this episode of Raw was alright. It was pretty good. I mean, you can slap me with Adam Pearce's gigantic balls, but I did like it. But WWE literally changed an almost perfect theme song. Why? What happened to WWE theme songs? I'm actually planning an entire video on this. I'll release in like a couple of days. But what the fuck happened to WWE's theme songs? You can look at any lower mid-card from the 2000s and 2010s. Most of them had a better theme song than most WWE main eventers right now. But welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is The Great One, that is my legal name. Click that like button to boost the video in the algorithm and grow your Coco Jumbo to the moon. Lots of benefits is what I'm trying to say. Tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw kicked off with the Kevin Owens show. Someone is a Brock Lesnar fan too. He introduces his tag team partner Seth Rollins, and they said they're gonna win the WWE Raw tag team titles next week, and also defend the championships at WrestleMania. They're two of the biggest names in the WWE, but have been screwed on the road to WrestleMania. But now, the WrestleMania gods have given them a chance to win the WWE Raw tag team championships. Obviously, Kevin Owens takes shots at Texas and introduces their guests, the Raw Tag Team Champions Alpha Academy, and this whole segment was actually pretty funny. You know, Rollins and Kevin Owens have great chemistry. They made fun of Chad Gable's pronunciation of, thank you. And the segment ended when everyone started shushing each other. So then we saw the Raw Tag Team Champions Alpha Academy versus Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens are amazing in the ring together. These two have great chemistry, not only on the microphone, but in the ring as well. Their match finishes are absolutely unbelievable. They set up a buckle bomb, stunner, and we got a curb stomp for the win. This was pretty good. This was a decent match, a decent segment. Like I've said, this Raw hits different. And I don't know what's going on, man. I might be sick. Am I the only one who actually enjoyed this episode of Raw? Omos says he's going to face C-Bar. I mean, we do need new talent in the WWE. For whatever reason, we actually got Omos versus T-Bar. And of course, Omos basically squashed, buried, and pooped on T-Bar. Does anyone actually care though? Like, we've seen Omos in a match, he wasn't attacking with AJ Styles for like a year, we know what he's capable of. Why are you building this guy as if he never wrestled before? He's a former tag team champion. If you're gonna push him, push him. Nobody cares about these irrelevant ass matches.
Omos versus Reggie, I wonder who's gonna win.
And yeah, they did my man dirty. I hate saying this, but I'm kinda worried about his WWE career. Then we saw Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, everyone. Becky Lynch. I've just made fun of Omos saying C-Bar. And now I'm introducing to you Becky Lynch. Well, Becky Lynch, Doudrop, and Nikki's ass faced Bianca, Belair, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. I never said Raw was perfect, and people, if I would see a Monday Night Raw episode without a 6-man tag team match, I'll get confused. Am I watching WWE or some good wrestling show? We don't want that. We don't need that. Yeah, it was whatever. You know, the main focus is obviously on Bianca, Belair, and Becky Lynch. Not really into this kind of stuff. You know, just give us good promo work, that's all we need. But the highlight was obviously Bianca Belair giving Becky a belly makeover, and the babyface team won. Now once we got that out of the way, Tommaso Ciampa versus Robert Roode. Why would you change a pretty much perfect WWE theme song? It had lyrics, it had that beat, it was a banger. In my opinion, it banged. Why are you giving all of these wrestlers generic ass theme songs? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. Don't try to. You're gonna fail. You're WWE, you always do that type of shit. Bring back Jim Johnson. Bring back Jim Johnson. If The Undertaker debuted in 2022, that would be his theme song. tell me you don't get half chubbed whenever you hear Edge's theme song. You do, and you love it. You almost feel like Adam Pearce. So yeah, we saw Robert Roode versus Tommaso Ciampa, which is a rivalry happening in NXT. Seems like Raw and NXT have this partnership right now, which I know that's not necessarily the case, they're the same company, but what I'm trying to say is Raw superstars and NXT superstars can appear on both shows, kinda. So yeah, it's mostly because of Dolph Ziggler versus Tommaso Ciampa, because Ziggler is in NXT. I'm not watching, but I'm happy Ziggler is doing something in the WWE. Ziggler trying to interfere, but Tommaso Ciampa still won the match. After the match, Robert Roode attacks Tommaso Ciampa. We saw a super kick, and Dolph Ziggler announces a tag team match between the Dirty Dogs versus Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker. Is that his name? Braun Breaker? He breaks things. Please break the tools they're making WWE music now with. We saw the 24/7 champion Dana Brooke and Reggie versus Tamina Snuka and Akira Tozawa. Reggie with the pin. And people, we talked about this before for 2 years now. We talked about this for 2 years. We wanted Reggie to smash. All we wanted in life is Reggie to finally get his noodle wet. And that's what happened. Reggie is going to smash everyone. And I already predicted the story. Reggie is going to pin Dana Brooke in bed. In both ways. You get what I'm trying to say? Referee is gonna be underneath the bed, and then he's gonna come out and pin Dana. She'll be too distracted. Reggie gets to smash, man. I'm so happy for you, man. Reggie. We see the Mysterios in the ring.
Dumb. Logan Paul was an asshole, Migo.
We see the Miz, and he actually cut a decent promo, and I don't mind this rivalry. He talks about how much Logan Paul has accomplished. He even complimented his NFT, which is the main reason why I don't like Logan Paul right now. There's a good iDubbbz video, you can watch it. Logan is kinda using his naive fans, and if any of you are actually interested in making money, you care about finances and stuff, don't fall for influencers' NFTs. Don't do that. Don't be stupid. If an NFT is being promoted by a YouTuber or influencer, 90% of the time, you're going to lose money. Don't do that, please. Anyway, I do like Logan Paul in the WWE though. I think he's very charismatic. Now, obviously, he said Logan Paul accomplished this and that, and the fans are reacting, which is why I like Logan Paul in the WWE. Fans are reacting. Fans are booing. Fans cannot stand Logan Paul. And it's entertaining. You know, this is some real-ass heat. Then we saw the Mysterios versus the Hurt Business. The Miz got involved, and the Hurt Business, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander actually won the match. I think this Raw didn't happen. It was just a dream, right? It's impossible. The Hurt Business can't win. Can they? I think I just had a dream about Raw and I'm reviewing my dream, literally. It didn't happen. Then we saw RK Bro versus the Street Profits, which was a decent match. Montez Ford is unbelievable, man. This guy is one day is going to be the top guy in the WWE. That's not even a question, a consideration. It will happen. But it had a very weird finish. I don't necessarily understand what's happening. I suppose Randy was supposed to get his leg on the rope, but it all looked clunky, and yeah, didn't understand what happened. I hope Randy Orton is not injured, because that looked kind of concerning, and I didn't expect RK Bro losing to the Street Profits, especially Randy Orton getting pinned. It seemed like an accident. And then we saw the United States title match. Finn Bálor versus Damian Priest. Damian Priest is one of the longest reigning United States champions of all time. I'm not sure where he is, probably second after Dean Ambrose, but this man held that championship for a very long time. So, this was a cool match. I didn't have any hopes. It was kind of obvious that, you know, Damian Priest is going to retain the championship. But we saw a coup de grace, and Finn Bálor won the United States Championship. He looks good with it. I'm happy. So first of all, WWE are giving a push to Finn Bálor kinda. You know, we heard these rumors that Vince McMahon doesn't see Finn Bálor as a main eventer. He will only use him to push other talent, to build other talent, and it seems like that's not necessarily 100% true. He's holding a United States Championship now. and I'm happy. Priest says, even though he was the United States champion, he never heard the admiration and respect from the fans during his entire title reign. He was a successful and a fighting champion in spite of him. He's going to win the title back, and all the love, admiration, and motivation from the crowd won't mean a damn thing.
They don't like me, how come they like you?
We saw a cheap shot, Damian Priest turns heel. We saw 2 heel turns tonight. This was a pretty eventful episode of Raw. Am I getting cancelled for saying that? Am I getting cancelled for saying that Raw is good? Am I allowed to have that opinion? Am I being disrespectful? Am I being offensive? People, I think Raw is better than SmackDown now. I'll get the fuck out of here. And then we saw the rated R superstar, WWE Hall of Famer Edge. He goes straight to the point and he says, who's going to answer my challenge? We see no one, and then we hear AJ Styles music. AJ Styles says, I accept. Edge says he's glad AJ Styles accepts the challenge because it's clear that they both have wanted this match. Fans wanted the match too. But Edge says he wants the bulldog version of AJ, not the tag team bitch we've seen for the last year. I mean, Edge is spitting facts here. AJ isn't too happy with these words, but Edge takes advantage and attacks AJ Styles. And we saw Edge with a different attitude. It wasn't just Edge bringing back the rated R superstar like a year ago, but not necessarily turning heel. This was a heel turn, ladies and gentlemen. You can see by the look of Edge's face and his obviously actions. He was about to leave the ring, but brought the chair, 2 of them, and viciously destroyed AJ Styles. My man is a heel. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I love Edge way too much, and sometimes when I see a very likable babyface, I don't want them to turn heel. But I'm sure the promo work and everything else with Edge as a heel is going to be unbelievably good. Edge is a GOAT. He's also crazy. This is an absolute dream match. We all knew AJ Styles is going to face Edge. It was pretty obvious. And I want to see the match. Obviously, it's not personal. It is now. It's kind of forced in a way, if you ask me. Obviously, why would Edge do that? It didn't make any sense. Obviously. Now it's personal because he attacked AJ Styles out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever. And I don't mind it per se. But yes, it is kind of forced. Care about this, please. Edge is a heel. It's personal now. For whatever reason. Maybe it's gonna get explained, but the explanation is gonna be, I faced my demons, and now the demons control me. Something along those lines. Yeah, Raw was good, man. Cancel me. Like the video. If you disagree or agree with me, like the video. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.